Welcome to City Week, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Alton West. Today I will have guests on from the Boys and Girls Club and also from the organization Positive Contributions. So you want to make sure that you stay tuned for those interviews coming up in just a moment. Welcome to City Week, ladies and gentlemen. Today I have a guest on from the Boys and Girls Club. I have the CPO, Bart McFadden. Bart, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Alton. How are you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful. It's a pleasure to sit down with you and talk about all the great things that are happening there at the Boys and Girls Club. But before we get started, just tell us a little bit about the Boys and Girls Club and how people can get involved, or how students are I guess, initiated into the Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah, very well. Our organization, we're a nonprofit organization focused on youth development. Our mission is to inspire and enable all young people to realize their full potential as responsible, productive, and caring citizens. So if we do that, with the number of kids we're serving, I think our community is going to benefit tremendously. We serve all kids, all school-age kids, grades K through 12, at our location here in LaGrange, which is on Juniper Street. Okay. And to get registered, to get involved, parents would just need to stop by, sign them up, and we get them ready to rock and roll and be part of our daily after-school program or summer.
Well, great. You know, and I've been over to the Boys and Girls Club a number of times, and I'm going to tell you, there's a number of things that are going on there. The kids seem to be having a wonderful time. And we're talking about the kids, but how can we get the parents more involved? And I know that the parents are involved, but is that important for your organization as well as other organizations in our community?
I think getting parents involved is very important, involving them in the process of the development of their child. I kind of use the analogy sometimes, if we have an uninvolved parent, we can spend Monday through Friday tying the shoe, but if that parent's not involved and they're not part of the process, we come back on Monday, we've got an untied shoe again. So it's very important for the parents, and to that end, we do a lot of stuff. It basically begins with communication and relationship building. Our staff do a phenomenal job of building relationships with the kids, but it's that day-to-day contact and interaction with the parent that's also very important, and not just letting that parent know when Johnny had a bad day. It's involving them in the day-to-day, good, bad, indifferent days. So to that end, we really are very intentional in our communication with parents, but also one of the things that we're doing, and this is a partnership that we've got with West Georgia Health that will be really hitting its stride this fall, is having special night events for parents to invite them into the club to be part of activities. Our staff will set everything up, kind of takes the guesswork out of it for parents, and those parents can come in and they can be part of basically the club life, if you will, with their kid at the Boys and Girls Club. So it's very important.
Well, very good. And you know, and that's so important, like you say, to get the kid and the parents there, because the parents see what the kids are doing and don't have to hear second-handedly what the activities that they're going through. Absolutely. And you mentioned something a moment ago I want to come back to in just a second about the partnerships. Right. But before we talk about that, I know that, you know, your mission, you have like core program areas that you focus on there at the Boys and Girls. Touch on those before we get into those partnerships.
Well, our programming is very comprehensive. We touch on 5 core program areas, education and career development kind of being a cornerstone, along with character and leadership development. But then you also have the arts, health and life skills, and then kind of the old school thing that when people hear Boys and Girls Club, they think of the sports, fitness, and recreation. So those are our 5 core program areas, and everything we do in those 5 core program areas drives towards positive outcomes in 3 areas, and those are academic success, good character and citizenship, and healthy lifestyles.
Absolutely. And you're talking about positive lifestyle and all of the other various things there. It is so important that we show our young kids positive things, because you know, we turn on the news, we get first 15 minutes of it is most of the time something very negative. We can look in our communities and we can see some of the negativity things that are happening there. So it's important that the kids see positive things. And how do we roll that over into those partnerships that you've developed for the Boys and Girls Club? You mentioned West Georgia a moment ago.
Well, I've become a very firm believer in kids want to succeed. They want to do well. It's having the opportunities to make right decisions, and I've kind of fallen into this philosophy over my career, and we've got to outnumber the bad choices with good choices. And to that end, what we want to do at Boys and Girls Club is expose our kids to as many opportunities as possible to find out what they're interested in, what they're good at, and then give them the avenues to pursue that. Because ultimately, I think we would all agree, whatever we're good at is what we become in life.
That's right.
So that's our path, our individual path to success. So to that end, we really worked hard to develop a lot of different partnerships. And two of the partnerships that I think are going to be very important for our kids and our organization as we move into this fall are our partnership with West Georgia Health, which is going to center on that healthy lifestyles outcome that we talked about earlier, centered around our programming that is prevention education, having kids understand the consequences of negative lifestyle choices, keeping them physically active each and every day and making good nutrition choices. And then the other partnership program that we're going to be operating in the fall is with the Symphony here in LaGrange. They're going to be coming out through their outreach program and offering strings lessons to about 12 Boys and Girls Club members starting this fall. And we're really excited about that and the opportunity that's going to provide to our kids who otherwise may not have the opportunity to ever learn what it is to play a violin or a cello or whatever other instrument that comes through the club.
Well, that's exciting. How will the kids be chosen? I guess they were showing interest, or how will they be selected there, Bart?
For that program especially, we're going to kind of do a 10-week pilot program, if you will, in the fall. So we're going to pick kids who are committed to the time commitment. It'll be a 3-day-a-week program. Kids who have earned the opportunity through their behavior, through their participation in other club programs, and kids who are succeeding academically as well. That's going to be part of it, but we don't want to prohibit any kids who might have a unique interest. If they have a unique interest, we're going to make sure they get that opportunity. Well,
very good. I'm sure that, I've heard the Symphony play a couple of times, so, and have actually gone over to West Side when the group was there. I mean, you'd just be amazed at some of these young people and the things that they can create with the music that they have.
Absolutely. The arts is a wonderful avenue for kids. It kind of levels the playing field.
Absolutely.
It's not like football or basketball where kids who have exceptional physical abilities can excel above all others. This really levels the playing field and gives kids an opportunity to shine.
Absolutely. And you mentioned a moment ago a special night where you're going to have West Georgia come in and some of the other, and it's important that our viewing audience understand that you rely on funding from a number of sources, donations, fundraising, events. Talk a little bit about that for us, if you don't mind, Bart.
Absolutely. Our fundraising and our funding comes from a variety of sources, and we've been very fortunate in recent years to have a pretty good stream of funding that comes from the state of Georgia through the Georgia Alliance of Boys and Girls Club, and that's really been crucial to keep us operating at the level we have. In the past couple of years, we've really made an earnest effort to increase our local fundraising, and the City of LaGrange obviously has been a big supporter of ours, and we definitely appreciate that. For us now, it's about our two main events. We did Oscar Night back in February, which we had a record number on the revenue there, and it was a fantastic event. We're looking forward to that again this February. And right now we're also planning for our golf tournament, which will be August 22nd at Highland Country Club, and we're on track for a great day with that. City of LaGrange has stepped up again to be our title sponsor for that. And we're really excited about that event. Right now, we've already increased the number of players over last year, and we've still got a month to go before we swing the club at the ball that day. So, the other area where we really want to maximize our opportunity is in our Sponsoring a Kid program. Individuals, businesses, and stuff have the opportunity to sponsor kids to attend our program. We purposefully keep our fees very affordable, so that it doesn't exclude any kid from participating. We don't want sticker shock. Our fee for the after-school program is $50 for the entire school year, and that's August through May. That's every day after school, transportation provided to the club, and then most days when kids are out of school, we're open from 7 in the morning till 6 in the evening. So, great resource for parents and kids, but it cost us a lot more than those parents pay to deliver the program. So, folks can sponsor a kid to attend our after-school program for the entire year, and we would love to talk to anybody who's interested about that opportunity. Okay, well, very good. Well, while we're in that vein, then why don't you just go ahead and give them your contact information if someone was viewing and would be interested in sponsoring a kid. Go ahead and give them your contact information. Absolutely. They can contact our club here in LaGrange at area code 706-812-9698, or they can also visit our website, www.bngwga.org, and get the information there, and it's there. And you know, they can call us at any time, and we can gladly share that information. And as well, you know, anybody who's interested in what we're doing at the club, we're an open book.
Okay.
We welcome folks to come by and visit at any time. Obviously, we've got to maintain security for the safety of kids.
That's right.
But if they want to come by and visit, we gladly show them, take them on a tour, have a staff guided tour of the program to let them see what happens every day and where their support would be going to work.
Oh, very good. And of course, we know that you're over on Juniper Street there, in one of the churches that was donated to you also. That's very good. And you were talking earlier, talking about partnerships. I know that there's a partnership between the college as well. Talk about that for us.
Our partnership with LaGrange College has been such a tremendous asset, not only to our organization and just the operations, but to our kids. When you're able to put young people like some of these LaGrange College students, and that's pretty much our entire staff this summer at the LaGrange Club, you put these kids who are pursuing a college education, pursuing a career, have had to overcome some obstacles themselves, and they're able to share those experiences with the kids. It's a phenomenal example for our club members to follow. So we really got started last fall and utilizing some LaGrange College students as work study. Okay. So they would come over about 8-10 hours a week. We had a healthy number of them. Good thing about that is they're really able to help these kids with their homework. If there's a lot of new teaching methods that I'm a little too old to,
a little rusty there,
I'm a little rusty on those.
Absolutely.
But some of these college students, they were on the leading edge of some of the new educational methods, and a lot of them themselves are education majors, so they're much more capable of helping our kids on the day-to-day. So that's been very beneficial. We've benefited from the Servant Scholars Program at the college. We'll have a couple of those kids in the fall, one teaching some dance classes with our young ladies, another will be working with the symphony program with the strings lessons. And it's just been a phenomenal program, and we really have appreciated the opportunity to work with them and look forward to developing that partnership even further as we move forward.
Very good. Well, Barnum will tell you, the things that you guys have coming up are just, phenomenal for the kids, phenomenal for the community, and we definitely want to get you back on and talk a little bit more about the golf tournament, the success of that, and looking forward to the Oscar night coming up again in February 14. So, Barnum, thank you for coming on the show today and sharing all this information.
Thank you, Alton. We appreciate the opportunity.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. We'll be back for more City Week in just a moment. Welcome back to City Week, ladies and gentlemen. Now I have a guest on from Positive Contributions, the CEO, Mr. Michael Fannin. Michael, welcome to the show.
Appreciate it.
Well, it's a pleasure to sit down with you, and I'm going to tell my age here. And I can remember when you went through my DARE program, you and your brother, some years ago, correct?
Correct.
Alberta and on through. I was like, I see a lot of my kids, and I still call you all my kids.
No problem.
Now in their mid to late 20s, so I'm really telling my age. So I'm going to stop while I'm ahead, okay? Well, look, Michael, we're here today to talk a little bit about some things that you're doing in the community. There are very positive contributions. First of all, because this is your first time being on the show, tell people who Michael Fanning is.
Like you said, my name is Michael Fannin, from LaGrange, Georgia, Alabama State graduate, obtained my master's degree from LaGrange College. Now I'm trying to currently get my specialist degree from Columbus State, and teacher, Callaway Elementary School, 2nd grade, and pretty much, man, just trying to give back to the community.
Oh, very good. And it's so important giving back to the community. You homegrown here from LaGrange.
Correct.
Your brother works at the West Georgia Health.
Correct.
Again, giving back to the community. And it's so important that our young people give back and contribute into the lives of other young people.
I agree.
And one of the things that you're doing here, you're not only a school teacher, 2nd grade, right?
Correct.
But you're also the CEO of a Positive Contribution. Talk a little bit about your organization.
Basically, my organization is a nonprofit organization. We host an event which is called Haircuts for Kids. Okay. This is our 6th annual. Like you just said, time flies.
Yes, it does.
6th annual Haircuts for Kids. Basically, we have free haircuts and school supplies, hot dogs, hamburgers, face paint. Like I said, it's a fun-filled day for kids and parents. For the kids to come out and just have fun.
Okay, well, very good.
And have fun.
Have fun, and that's so important because we see, and we had on before you, Bart
McFadden
from the Boys and Girls Club, and I think it is so important for us as older individuals to pour into the lives of our young people because, you know, there's a song that I believe the children are our future.
Correct.
Teach them well and show them and let them lead the way, because we have to put those things into them that's going to give them that foundation.
I agree.
Let me ask you the question, Mike. This is your 6th annual Haircuts for Kids. Why is it so important for you and your organization to be able to provide that?
For me personally, I was fortunate to my parents. We lived the middle class life, and it was I had the opportunity to experience travel and to experience different avenues within life. So I feel like for me, it's that opportunity to give back, to expand the brain, to give other kids the opportunity to, look good and be prepared going back to school. So that's all. That's what it's about. Just giving families the opportunity for parents not to go in their pockets. Come get your school supplies and get a free haircut while you're there. Okay. So that's the thing for it.
Oh, very good. And it's so important because I know a lot of times, thinking back to my years, some years ago, when that first day of school is so important.
Yeah.
And I know back in my day, image was, everything.
It's part of it.
It's part of it.
It's part of it.
To have the new shoes on, the new book bag, and all those things.
Yep.
And so this is the 6th year that you're going to be holding the Haircuts for Kids. You go ahead and talk about where would that take place?
It will be at the William Griggs Recreational Center over on, is it Ogletree Street, or it may not be Ogletree Street.
Glenn Robinson.
Yeah, Glenn Robinson, correct.
Formerly Ogletree, you're right.
Formerly, yeah. And it will be August the 11th, 1 o'clock. So that's it.
Okay, well,
that's the
very
location.
Good. Location. And then, the other thing that you mentioned a moment ago, that it's free.
Everything.
It will be free to the kids.
Parents, everything. Like we have it set up where you can eat. You can you eat hamburger, hot dogs. We have popcorn. We have cotton candy. We have snow cone. Hopefully the rain holds off.
Absolutely.
We have snow cones. We have, like I say, it's just a plethora of things to do and a plethora of things to get into.
Okay, well, very good. And that's going to be August 11th from 1 o'clock until 5 o'clock. Now, let me just ask a question, because you are a nonprofit organization,
Correct.
Michael. If there was someone that was watching and they wanted to become involved,
Correct.
how could they do that?
Basically, you can contact me. My cell phone number is 706-416-5014. And of course, Facebook at Positive Contribution. Just, type that in and I should pull straight up.
Okay, well, very good.
Yep.
Now, and again, the kids can come out, get a haircut. They have to worry about paying for them, because I have 3 grandkids and I have to take them to the barbershop every now and then myself.
Buddy.
And it can get pretty pricey there.
Correct.
But you're also going to be giving, you have giveaways. Talk about the giveaways.
Giveaways, just basically, like I say, the school supplies. We got, just your essentials.
Okay.
Your pencil, your papers, your crayons, your glue, and like the essential needs that the necessities to go back to school with.
And Michael, I'm going to kind of bring this together here a little bit, because you're a 2nd grade teacher.
Correct.
How important is it for you as a teacher that you see those kids come to class on that first day prepared to learn? How important is that?
Preparation is everything. To already, because if they don't have it, of course, it's gonna come from me anyway.
Right.
So if you're prepared, that automatically lets me know that you're ready. You're ready to learn. You're ready to jump on board, and you're focused.
Absolutely.
You're focused to learn.
And you say preparation is is half the battle. You come prepared to learn.
Yep.
You are eager to learn.
Correct.
And you're ready to learn.
Correct.
Now, and I know that this is a big event for you, 6th year that you've done this, and I know that, as I say, no man is an island. You didn't, put this on by yourself. How did you pull this again? I know you have some volunteers.
Yeah, basically, Craig Davis, I went to him years back. He was the first person I went to, and he said, man, whatever you want to do, I'm behind you 100%. So at the time, he was Razor Cuts. And everyone within that barbershop, they was with the cause.
Okay.
And I have my parents, my mom, my dad, my brothers, my cousins, Tanya Boyd, Sequina Glenn. It's a lot. It's a lot. And last year, the thing that I added was, because I was catching a lot of slack from the community. Is like, what are you gonna do with the girls? What are you gonna do for the girls? I'm like, it took me a while, but I contacted one of my classmates. Her name is Ira Russell, and she said, I'm more than welcome, more than happy. She got a crew of ladies. They came, braided hair, and they took care of the girls for me, and I thought that was a great success. So they'll be back as well. So not only haircuts, but the young ladies, they're more than welcome to come as well.
Okay, and it's so important too that, as we talk about teens and getting them prepared, that, our young ladies don't want to look across there and say, wait a minute, they left us out, right?
And that's what it was about. That's exactly what it was about.
Well, very good. and again, this is the 6th year. Again, we'll be over at the William Gregg Center on August the 11th. Parents come out. Now, if the parents want to contribute items, can they do that as well?
Most certainly. We don't, whatever, whomever, whatever you want to contribute, whether it's, a backpack, whether it's just school supplies, whether it's the backpack filled with school supplies, monetary donation, whatever you want to contribute, and that's your positive contribution to the community.
All right, and then again, because you are a nonprofit, so there's a tax deduction.
It will be.
Give them your mailing address, or because you gave out your phone number a moment ago. If somebody wants to mail.
My mailing address is 112 Willow Creek Road, LaGrange, Georgia, of course. The zip code is 30241.
Okay, very good. And that's Positive Contributions Haircuts for Kids. And we're sitting down today with Michael Fanning, a 2nd grade elementary teacher at Callaway High School. I'm sorry, Callaway Elementary School. That's right, 2nd grade. Talk about that a little bit for us, Michael.
It's a wonderful thing. Just the experience, or just to see myself still a kid, touching the youth, because the kids, what I've learned, they're so blunt. Whether I come in with not feeling so well, or or in great spirit, they're gonna let you know. You know what I'm saying? So it's a great thing, I will say. This will be I just completed my 5th year teaching, so this will be my 6th year.
Well, very good.
So,
very good. Congratulations on that too.
Appreciate it.
I think as young people, when we're in school, we don't realize the importance of a teacher.
No, you don't.
And how much they pour into your life. Because I can remember back my 3rd grade teacher, Miss Blanche Brooks. I remember her name. I remember her name, and some of the things that she would tell us. And one of the things she always used to tell us, she would say, Mr. Kent has been dead long time ago. By saying that, she was saying that you shouldn't say that I can't, because you can do all things.
Yeah.
So she would always tell us that, and that just always sticks in my memory bank, So to be a teacher, I would say congratulations. I commend you on that as well.
That. Thank you.
I commend you on that. So again, we are talking with Michael with Positive Contributions, Haircuts for Kids on August 11th. Any closing comments, Michael? Anyone you want to?
Also, in addition, I would like to thank everyone who's made this event a success over the past years. Like I stated, Craig Davis. Now the barbershop is TNT. Ira Russell. The LaGrange High Step team, led by Miss Siobhan Young, they came out and supported. They volunteered their time. Let me see. Like I stated, my mom, my dad.
And then when you go to calling names, you're gonna leave somebody out.
Yeah, man,
right?
that's right. I hope I don't leave anyone out, but I know I will. So.
Okay. Well, Michael, we want to thank you very much for coming on and sharing this information. I know there'll be a great success, a big turnout, and I'll have to come by and and definitely take a look at some of the things that's going on, and even make a contribution as well.
Please do.
So, Michael, thank you very much today.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. We'll be back for more City Week in just a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining for City Week this week. My guests have been from the Boys and Girls Club, Bart McFadden, and he talked about all the positive things that they have going on for the kids. So by all means, go by, check out the things that are happening, and get involved. Also ahead on from Positive Contributions, guest Michael Fanning, and he talked about the upcoming event that will be taking place on August 11th over at the Williams Gregg Center. And again, I want to invite you all to get involved with that, make some contributions, because it's for a very worthwhile cause. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you've enjoyed our guest this week. And as always, I want to invite you back for more of City Week.